It's tabletop time! I'm Shad from I'm Shad.
I'm Rob.
I'm Mackie.
And I'm Jazza from Draw with Jazza.
And we are back into it, fellas.
For those of you who want to know what has happened in previous chapters of Tabletop Time, the synopses of the previous chapter will be in the description.
Get to writing eventually.
But in terms of just a quick recap, Rob has finally broken into the engineering bay where we have seen what appears to us to perhaps maybe be a Volve crew member. Before we get to that, we're just going to quickly show off some awesome fan art sent in by you guys. So Will Rearson did this piece of Atlas and Riot.
Amazing.
In the what's the room called? What did you call the room?
Yeah, I never gave it a name, but
Some sort of conference room thing.
it kind of looked like a conference room, but you...
This is a really cool interpretation of it because it definitely
it actually
captures
does, yeah.
the feel that I had.
But another interpretation of what it could be a chapel, church, or
A religious monument
religious
of some kind.
place of worship.
An interesting
maybe.
idea, yeah. And I really like the details, like the space in the background and stuff. Really cool.
I just love every depiction of the Volve ship. It's so
I
interesting
love
seeing
every
what people come
piece
up
of
with.
fan art sent in.
Oh, of
so
course,
we have
of course.
this of Riot, and I think this artist did more.
He did.
So
Yeah,
I'm going to go
so-
back, but we have Riot, Tui, and Atlas done by JR Designs, and then we have this awesome piece of the huge orbiting station around the Rosetta Sphere.
That's
was
awesome.
cool.
By Samuel
That's so
Alvarez.
cool. I mean, you did so well on that. That's
so,
amazing.
So that's some of the awesome fan art. If anyone creates some fan art, make sure to tag Tabletop Time on Twitter, and we will definitely retweet it, share it with our followers, and show it off in our next session.
So, the Volve is an alien race that invaded 200 years ago, and no one
This
ever
is-
have seen what they look like. But
Shad
Tui,
did this one. This is Shad's depiction of his
Yes.
own creation of
Okay.
what we think is the Volve.
possibly, Tui has come face to face with a creature in the engineering bay who is trying to sabotage the power core to assumedly blow up the ship.
Now, keeping in mind that the entire last chapter we were fighting against the power, the gravity being thrown around by the power core, I'm assuming.
You don't know.
That's why I went here. I came here to turn off the
Someone's
power.
trying to screw things over.
someone got command override on the computer,
and they're
then-
willing to kill themselves and everyone on the ship to kill us.
quite possibly.
They're saying
Now-
it's localized.
They're trying to-
They're not hitting
Now,
it.
Just trying to self-explode the thing.
just with some information on the picture, if you want to, I put the picture up on a very high resolution, so you can go check it out on my DeviantArt page, there's a link to it.
It's on the screen.
Yeah, there's a link to it from my YouTube page if you want. And also, I put up the lines, which are not coloured. And so because we have many people who are enjoying fan art and doing stuff, if you want to practice your colouring skills in Photoshop or whatnot, feel free to download the black and white picture of it. And
depictions of our three characters are also, there's a link in the description.
chuck in a background. I'd like to see what type of backgrounds you might put with her. Who knows? What? Tui running with a sword to kill her.
That's good, that'd be cool. Alright, let's jump to it.
Wait, can I just, a little background history? From what we've discovered, we're pretty sure the Volve worshipped Earth. And I kind of
And so they seem to have been attacking due to
it's
the
funny.
episode.
You didn't destroy Earth. You were present for its destruction.
Kinda.
You're taking way too much credit here.
I know.
Well, I kind of like... I made stuff for the people that destroyed it, and I helped them do stuff, and yeah.
You probably look quite different to what you would have back then as well, with all the parts that have changed.
True. Anyway, these guys have been asleep for 200 years, so...
Alright, let's jump to it.
All right. So, just to set the scene, so I know where the characters are. Riot, Atlas, and Egypt are still on the bridge, having narrowly escaped a gravity press, which was basically someone was trying to increase the gravity, crush everyone. Tui found a way to disable the gravity as he was moving to get to the engineering bay, where he is found evolving. He is now on the engineering bay, face to face. This creature has not seen him. She is doing something with the power core, which looks to be sabotage.
She had a lot of dice to her perception roll.
Did she?
She did.
Do you want to know how much it was?
It was like 8 or 9.
Not that many.
No, it wasn't that much.
6.
It was quite a lot.
No,
Six
so
or
that-
6 or 7.
Still, that's a high perception roll.
It is.
That is a high, and she got like 1.
No, 0 on everything.
0? Really?
Yeah, it was amazing.
Wow. So she was really focused on
Let's
what she was
hope
doing.
that she gets the same. Alright, so Tui.
You have one shot at this, don't screw it up.
Yeah, what's that?
Okay, so
I'm still in 0G, so I'm not making a sound when I'm stepping.
You are not making a sound. But what about your iron blade in the roof?
Does it buzz?
Well, this is the thing. The engineering bay...
Now, if we're in 0 gravity, does that also mean we're in a vacuum?
Hang on, what did I say? No, there... What did I say? No, it's a pressurized environment,
So it's
but
no-
0 gravity.
So no vacuum.
No vacuum, but you didn't test if it's oxygen or not.
I don't care about oxygen. It's just,
Yeah.
if there's a vacuum, there's no sound.
Yeah, well, you are in a pressurized environment at the moment. The other thing is, the engineering bay is several stories
Yeah, I know, it's
high
like
with the
yeah.
roof, and so you do not know if this gravity press is going to continue when you depart, because you're in a hallway, but when you
How
leave the
far
hallway-
away is shit?
On the other end, like the power core is on the far end of the engineering bay.
How far are we talking to meet? How many grid squares?
Look, I said it was around 30, 40 meters, I think.
You said 30 meters, yeah.
And so there, you can logically say there is a pulse field generator every
6 meters, you said?
foot.
Every foot? Okay.
You're an engineer.
Just
you
30
notice-
meters away?
Yep.
Wow. So there's like 60 feet between us. Maybe a little more than that, probably.
You're gonna have
90 feet. So there's no way I'm walking to her.
to engineer her to death.
Then again,
Unibomb. I don't
Something
know.
sounds over the comm within the engineering bay,
Yeah.
which you cannot understand.
Do we
the
hear?
second I hear it, can I start
Yeah.
broadcasting it? I have reflex.
You do make
Bam.
a reflex to see if you're fast enough to broadcast it,
I
because
don't
it's
have to-
only in the engineering bay. You guys aren't hearing this.
I don't have to press anything.
Yeah, that's true. He just turns his brain on.
Okay, so you are broadcasting. Yeah, I'll say you broadcasted. You hear this. You hear this in a strange kind of accent. A god killer is behind you.
Shit!
She turns and looks at you. She hisses and just starts running towards you.
Oh, that's alright.
I'm gonna hiss back.
You like let out steam.
Yeah, I'm gonna do that.
She does not appear to be armed.
Cool. Am I still in 0G?
Make a perception check to see if you notice something.
She
I'm kind of
pa-
happy at 4. I'm kind of happy with that title.
So what'd you get?
4.
4. You notice she has claws.
Oh no. Am I still in 0G?
Yeah, you are. You haven't moved anywhere.
Can I just do like a little push myself back the tiniest part? So like she has to like at least a foot between hitting me and hitting, well, from when she hits the start of the 0G to the. Yeah.
So she's gonna go.
Yeah, and then I'm just gonna wait.
Spear.
Oh, yeah, I've took my blade out by the way. So I'm gonna, yeah, okay, yeah, I'm just gonna wait.
So back where we are.
Can I
So you
broadcast
heard.
my vision?
You
to-
only heard that over the comm just then, and there was someone saying a god killer is behind you.
Can I
Well-
broadcast my vision to his?
Yeah.
I'm gonna do that as well.
Do I have to roll perception to notice that he's doing that, or does it go like beep, and then I know?
Sorry, what? No, it gets alerted that something is.
All right. What do I? So I see that.
You see. What's your reaction? You haven't seen anything like, so you're assuming that's one of them.
My first reaction is going to be to display it to everybody else in the holy room. To just go boop. And then these Egypt and Riot can see.
We all see it kind of in our things, yeah? Our comments.
Do they get their? Do they have their own little thing, or
I'd have a video feed in my eye.
Egypt wouldn't see it? But
Alabama is like, is that the Volve?
They look a lot squishier than I expected.
How close is she?
She's running towards you. I need to determine.
Did you ever
something.
tell me what she said?
yeah, sure. I'm assuming you wanted me to translate that to you.
Yep.
It said there's a god killer behind you. Obviously meaning her.
What did you
Meaning
roll?
you.
That was perception.
Pleasantly surprised. That's a cool title. It's a cool title.
A
The
God
God
Killer.
Killer.
It's pretty
That's pretty
like
badass.
King Killer, but
Yeah.
better.
As she's getting closer, she slows down, stops before she gets to the corridor, No, she doesn't seem to be doing anything for this.
Do the
round.
whole come at me, bro. You got to.
Yeah, just put my blade up.
I say over comms, kill it with fire.
What are you doing?
How much propulsion can I push out of that thing? Because you said she's just on the edge, right? So she's like a bit over a foot away.
No. I was expecting she's maybe 10 meters away still.
Okay.
She's at the edge of the hall, yeah.
Yeah. So, all right. So, what are you wanting to do?
Can I glance behind me? But I want to keep my blade up in front of me.
So why don't you just roll perception and see if there's anything behind?
Perception.
Because if I actually say I want to look behind me, then I think I've got a higher chance of realizing there's something behind me.
Okay.
Does that make sense? Yeah.
Roll.
3.
Yeah, you didn't say difficulty.
3. You glance. Nothing is there. Cool.
I'm just gonna wait.
All right. She
While this is happening, are we doing anything?
Well,
At this
you
point,
tell
we're
me.
watching. I would say.
I did clear a path to this area.
Oh, did you on our?
No, you didn't.
No,
The
you
first-
did.
The first
For-
part I didn't.
for
Yeah.
yourself.
Okay.
Yeah. So, first of all, when we went up, we were at the control panel. So I assume we're back down in an area around the control panel with the things destroyed.
Yeah.
Can I roll an infiltration to see if I can get back into the system?
Back into the computers.
Yes.
You're right near the computer. If you didn't move when they...
No, we just went up and then back
you're
down.
right at a
You can
computer
walk right up to
console.
the computer in theory. Yeah.
Alright, so you can start working on it. The Volve, so you've just stood there. The Volve looks up and goes, speaks something in the language. Only you understand this.
You're broadcasting it?
Yeah.
And
What is
it
it?
goes, Shasta, overload pulse generators, 4286 to 72. Something.
What a coincidence. 4286 is the docking bay where you were told to go.
Really?
Or was it 4256? 4286.
I obviously follow a pattern when trying to pick out random numbers.
Anyway,
They're not random.
It
so
mustn't be.
can I
Yeah.
assume that's the one I broke that's above me?
You could assume there's someone in the walls beside you, I would guess.
You would know as a generator. There are pulse field generators in every side of the ship. Floor, walls, roof. She turns and walks to the side out of your view.
Uh-oh. Okay.
Can I roll this while he's doing this?
So yeah, you hear that over the comm.
Yeah, I'm going to relay it straight back to
would be
him.
nice.
Yeah.
I can't remember what she said. Something
Yep.
about pulse field
Oh,
generators.
overloading generators.
You need that?
There you go, Rob. I'm going to attempt to stop the gravity bullshit from happening.
Well, first you need to just try and get access to the computer again.
Yeah, infiltration.
Okay. This time,
Keep in mind that now I know the system. It has been
That is
proven
true.
that
It
I
will be
know
a
the
lower.
system.
yeah, but you
Difficulty.
have someone you've literally been locked out as well.
Mhm.
And so
I broke it once, I can break it twice. That's how computers work.
Probably better than he first broke it.
But this time, yes.
Be gentle, narrator.
Alright, so I'm just following what would logically happen. As you start to work the console, it's unresponsive.
So that's what I'm kind of imagining, right? These are the grid squares, right? I'm standing.
So on the
Oh god.
This is Rob's
Rob's story.
illustration.
Okay. So this is Tui standing on the grid square, right?
Aw,
and this
it's
is like
cute.
this is like an entrance. So in this area here is the engineering
yeah,
bay.
except it would go back like way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But like she's standing around the corner of the wall.
You're assuming that she walked off in that direction, yeah.
Okay. So what I want to do is I want to kill that pulse field generator, and then cut into this wall.
Okay. The engineering bay, like, can I draw how I picture it? Because I'm the one who kind of.
I feel like
It's going to be a much better drawing.
Not really, but anyway,
Okay, so I can assume this
she's
corridor
walked off
leads-
in
It's
that
very
direction.
blurry with any motion,
Yeah,
so
so-
I'm just gonna.
She's walked off in that direction. You're there. So what? You want to cut into this wall?
Yes.
Okay. Is that what you want to do?
Yeah.
Make an intelligence roll.
While this is happening... No, you got it.
Okay. As an engineer, you would know the overloading of the generators is not going to take long. And it'll take you the same amount of time to cut through a wall as the generators to explode. And so if one is to explode in your proximity, you will still be there.
How big is the explosion going to be? Because if it's...
A pulse field generator overloading. The actual explosion, and that's not counting the debris that would be thrown out further, the actual explosion will be maybe a 3 meter by 3 meter radius, and then that's not counting the debris that will also be blown out. Further
Okay, maybe that's not what I want to do. But I didn't say it was what I'm going to do, you just told me, so I can't metagame.
No. You got an intelligence roll and we figured this out.
Okay, in that case, I'm just going to backwards.
Yep.
Yeah.
Alright, so reflex, but you get to do acrobatics for it. This is a 2.
Oh, hang on, I got to change camera.
2, 3.
Alright, so your, whatever gas propulsion thing pushes you away from that area, as fast as you can. And literally, like maybe 3 seconds later, there's a big explosion where you just were blowing out that area.
Does it take out any of the other pulse field generators in that area?
Quite possibly, yeah. Like, of course, anything within...
Then I'm going to push
3 meter
myself
by
back
3...
in that direction. I'm going to push myself towards it.
Something comes over the line. He's still alive. Only you hear that.
Well, I'm going to put that broadcast back to Tui then.
You would say it over the comms, you mean?
Yeah,
Yes.
I'm going to go back to that area where it
I don't
just
have to, I
exploded,
can-
because I'm going to assume it won't explode again.
I could patch my...
Is there
comms.
anything you can do with holograms at this point?
No.
I don't think
I
it
can't...
matters.
So you
They
found
have
out that the
surveillance
console
everywhere.
is unresponsive. Are you trying to do anything
I,
else?
I wish to ask a question to the narrator.
Yes?
In what instance would you ever build a spaceship where you can disable flying the ship from the ship's bridge? The bridge is the control center. You
That's
don't
if you
want
wanted
anyone...
to,
from
that's
the-
if you wanted to fly it. You would know captains can lock out access from any console. Like, they can simply say, disable access from the bridge until I say so. And that means you can't even access a console to hack into the system now.
That feels like... If I was designing a network, I wouldn't do it like that. Because if someone logs in as the
Seems
captain...
like basic security to me, though.
Yeah, but if you log in as the captain, you've disabled the entire system.
Well, then you would have lower level commands that both of their, codes or whatever can bring
Reopen
back
it.
access here and reopen it.
If that's the way we're playing, then it's going to be impossible to infiltrate back into the system.
Unless you find whoever's using the computers from whatever console on the ship.
We're stuck where we are there. And we can't use the consoles. We are effectively neutralized from what I can see, unless we use another Unibomb.
Blow out all the generators.
I'm going to ask over the comms, how do I say parlay? That's a real term, it's not just from
Yeah.
TV.
Okay,
Like,
well,
you would
I'll-
know the language equivalent, so you say that.
Yep, so I'll just say parlay in the other language.
Yeah, I'm going to say it. I'm going to shout it.
Would that be a persuasion check or something? What would that be? Yeah, persuasion.
Persuasion.
Is it possible?
I'm going to say deception.
You can roll.
Okay.
Actually, hang on a second. Back up a second. I disabled comms. How are they using comms at all?
No, that
They
was
say-
communications.
Outside the ship.
Give
Ah,
him the
true.
chance of possibility. Like you give him a challenge level based on obviously what the challenge level would it be for them to accept a parlay conversation. Like obviously it might be very difficult, but if succeeded, that would be the result.
From in their current state of mind, the challenge level you would need to succeed to get them to actually parlay would be a 10.
Oh, they really hate me.
Us.
So they know...
I think they didn't
No.
call you God Killer.
No.
Anyone who is involved, I imagine, to them is a god killer if they can be traced back to humanity.
How did they know that we're all related to humans anyway?
The war was only 200 years ago. There was all races in the line. Like,
True.
Factions
Okay.
back then.
Okay. Fair enough.
the
Fair enough.
races have been around for over thousands of years.
Would they know what Tui is and its origin?
Alabama goes on the line and says, "Look, can you think of anything that will help you out that we can do from here?"
I don't know. I think they're pretty pissed.
It is difficult. We could try and destroy the ship once you're off, if you can escape as fast as you can.
No one
I
has
could
any
try
way of
and
escaping.
disable the power.
How would she disable the power for external energy weapons?
Shoot, yeah. But, of course, you do know there's a chance that the entire ship will blow up if that happens.
Yes.
And she does say that. It's like, there's a chance that that could destroy the ship. But we are here if you need help. Things look like they're getting
We're in suits,
very
but
dangerous for you.
If the ship's decompressed and we go out into space,
Yeah.
we'll be alive.
I have a question. Is the Volve is wearing a suit, but obviously not everywhere. From what the picture you've
Yep.
given, the skin on the legs and arms and face was exposed.
Yep, indeed.
If introduced to a space environment, that would potentially be fatal. And
According to life as you know it, yes.
God damn it.
either way, it's going to put that room into zero gravities and decompressurize it. We have mining equipment on the Rogue Star, yes?
Yeah.
Can
generally.
we potentially drill through the wall of the engineering bay?
Yeah, the rogue. Oh,
Or laser through?
yeah. Look, they have energy weapons that could do
'Cause
more
it's got no-
precise.
It has no shield as well.
So they could put a hole in the hull, poke a
Yes.
hole in the ship if it. So
I'm trying to think of...
Alabama
Well,
mining help you out.
mining seems to... A mining drill or mining laser seems to be the safest way I can think of to do that.
So you want to decompress? Well,
Yes,
Are you going to
the
say that?
engineering bay.
And what are you
I'm
hearing is?
gonna say this over the comms to Tui because he's an engineer, and I'm assuming if there's anything better, intelligence check. Tui, I'm thinking about decompressurizing the decompressing the engineering bay. What's your thoughts?
Go nuts. Doesn't affect me. I'm a robot. I don't breathe oxygen.
All right, well I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna tell you to Alabama. Alabama, see if you can cut a hole in the hull in the engineering bay to decompress it.
Where is the engineering bay located?
Can I ping myself?
Wait, no, I know. It is where you were before. I'll just bring up your tracking.
Slightly ahead of my location.
Well, we have a map. I got a map of the ship, didn't I? When I logged into their system.
Well, the Rogue Star has been downloading as much information as they can from their computer core.
Is that still happening?
Yeah.
So the Rogue Star.
Despite me being locked out, it's still copying.
Ask
That's still
Alabama.
possible.
Hang on, ask Alabama. 'Cause you
Okay,
don't know yet. You
Alabama.
started.
Alabama, are you still copying data from the Volve ship?
We seem to have downloaded everything before we were cut off a couple of minutes ago.
Okay,
But
that
we
makes
have
sense.
got as much information as we could.
All right. Yeah, start cutting through the hole.
Okay. Hold tight, I'm not sure what this will do to the structural integrity of that ship. She turns to, it's
Can I
Rio. No,
Grab hold of something.
Kath. She goes, Kath, you'll know where his name is on the comm, get ready.
I would.
Kath says, I hope... She goes, Riot doesn't happen to be there, does he? I can only hope.
Bitch.
We only want a small hole. Just, I'm conveying that, by the way.
Can I?
That's the only type of hole Riot can poke.
Wait. Okay.
I don't know if you just insulted yourself or... Because, I mean, I wouldn't poke you and you're
I wouldn't expect you to know.
gaping whale.
God.
Okay then.
Well, this went downhill really fast.
Can I grab hold of something? Because I pushed myself back into where the explosion was, so I'm assuming like the panels that conceal the walls and the pulse generators there. Can I just like grab hold of like a steel girder or
Yeah,
something?
yeah, not a problem.
And just
So-
cling on for dear life.
So, you all suddenly feel a big shudder vibration in the ship. You're closer, so you feel the, depressurization. The air and gas is just being pushed right out.
Gas. Sorry, go on.
And so it works. The Rogue Star fired, blew a hole. You're in the corridor, you can't see how big, but it certainly depressurized the engineering department. Alright, that is done. If you think of anything else, we're here to help.
So what's happening? Is it like sucking anything else?
It's a vacuum now.
Make a strength check, because you're getting sucked.
I'm a robot.
Do we feel
Yeah.
the influence of this, even though it's
You're a bit
distant?
too
Can
far
I use grapple?
away.
Can I use grapple?
Yes, you can.
Sweet.
In fact, make a grapple check.
What's the challenge level?
I'm just Technically, it was all open doors into your area as well, so your area is going to be depressurizing as well. So, in fact, you actually, you guys feel
I'm
it as
assuming
well.
this small hole will clog up with debris at some stage.
Until
At least-
either that or all the air is knocked down.
Yeah.
By the way, if it fills up with debris, I'm gonna get her to shoot it again.
We really needed her to clear the room. If she's dead, then we're fine.
You don't know that she's dead,
No.
and also if we do that, she can't get to the power core
Alright.
reliably.
So, all of you need to make strength checks because you're suddenly getting sucked in one direction.
What's my challenge level?
Should be the same for everyone because it's based on your strength. And so, yeah. Before the gravity was counteracted by your metal chassis or whatever, but this is now just however strong your gears are, and you have that on your stats. So, holding on, challenge level 3 for all of you. Okay.
3.
I'm good.
Okay. So, Tui manages to hold on while this high.
What happens to gravity in a vacuum?
It stays.
So if we get sucked out, we dead.
Oh, yeah. You'll actually start suffocating from now. Well, you won't. He will.
No,
No,
We,
he's wearing a
we
suit.
all have suits on.
You haven't,
then
even,
you're
you haven't
fine.
even tested if there's oxygen. You knew it was
Because
pressurized.
there's radiation
gas.
and everything. We're all
But
Yeah.
but yeah, so you guys, you didn't ask that when you were asking the thing before. The thing that Mackie pointed out just then.
what?
Can't say it again.
What happens to gravity in a vacuum?
It
It stays the
persists.
same.
Yeah.
So basically, if we get sucked out of the 6 meter square we're in.
Oh, mother...
So my advice to you, Jazza,
They chose to do
We've got
it.
magnetic boots on.
this
They
is
do.
true.
They do.
So we're not moving. But we will fill a pool.
Challenge
That
level
will assist.
reduced to 1.
This is to stay in the same
Yeah.
spot. Okay.
Also, okay.
So still roll.
you get 4.
Do we get a turn if we try and hold on and fail, or do we just dead?
Do we just dead?
You will
Yes.
get a turn while you're actually within the gravity pushing you down. You'll have one turn to try and save yourself before you're dead. But you have magnetic boots, and so the challenge level is 1 to stay in the current position.
I guess we can't go back half a second. What I was going to say is get Riot to throw a unibomb at the entrance while we secure ourselves. But
What do you guys want to do? It's your choice.
how much? What's your strength like?
1. So I have a point in strength.
So you get
And
4.
it's
Do you
only
have
a
grapple?
1.
No.
So you have 4 to roll with. He has 4 to roll with. And you've got to
I
get
don't
a
want to
1.
metagame, so it's up to you what you want to do. You can either hold or throw.
I feel pretty powerless at this point, to be honest.
Let's just
feel
do
great.
a strength check.
I'm loving this session. Doing heaps of stuff. Got a
Okay.
cool new
Let's just
fighter.
strength check, bro.
Alright.
At worst, Destiny point saves us. 1 Destiny point.
Okay.
So what are you trying to do?
Nothing. We're just going to do a strength check. I was
So
thinking,
you're not using your magnetic boots.
yeah,
They
Oh
are.
well, it's challenge level 1. Go to town.
yeah.
just a
You
strength
have 4
check.
dice, by the way.
But he succeeds.
I have a negative in grapple, so I'm just doing a strength check.
Oh, okay. Never mind.
Yep. Right.
Right.
So wait. So that was a 6 and a 4, so it's 2.
Alright, cool.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Yep.
You're
And
good.
for
Yeah, we all good.
Egypt's good too.
How long does the vacuum last? Like the
Well, it doesn't take too long. You stand there, it's getting. And then
Is it
after a
filling
couple
up
of
with debris?
seconds- Look, debris is getting sucked out. A lot of debris, but there was a. You can't see. He's not. In,
I can see what he's looking at.
Yeah,
yeah,
but
but
it's out
you
of
can't
vision.
see. He's in the hallway. But
Damn it. Okay.
you're in the air is getting thrown, away from you. You're getting pushed, and after a good couple of seconds, it all ends.
Can I ask, did they see a glowy lady fly out the hole?
I'm assuming you're referring to the creature you saw. No, we did not see anything like that.
Cool. But the thing stopped?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, then I'm going to let go and... So, okay, at this stage I assumed I'd back into the area where the
Mm-hmm.
things have exploded. Sweet. So I want to continue and cut my way through that wall. The one I said I was
Okay.
going to do.
Look, you don't really need to roll for it because you're not under pressure,
Yeah.
and iron blades can cut through
Much anything, yeah.
So you just knock down.
Yeah, and like, I'm going to focus as I'm going through to
You
take out-
open up conduits that are running through the wall.
Yeah.
and everything Yeah.
Okay. Well, I'm going to make my way through that towards the side she walked off on. And as I'm going, I'm going to focus my cutting to take out any pulse field generators I see.
Okay, so you go into the next area, and the next room is actually one of the storage rooms that you guys search through when you're looking through the engineering compartments and side rooms and stuff like that. So that's where you're at the moment. So you're just cutting the... Alright, so where are you going?
Am I in the storage room?
You are.
Okay. So I'm assuming there's like a little console thing on each door.
And what do you mean?
Well, like if it's a passworded room or something, they need to go beep, 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 beep.
Yeah,
Or like
there
facial
are things like
recognition
that.
or something.
Yep.
Is there a camera that points on the outside of that door?
What do you mean?
So is there surveillance outside of the storage
Can I-
room?
can
to
I
see
use this
from-
now?
No,
Console to look
surveillance doesn't work through cameras anymore. It's a universal scan that scans any physical object. That's how your scans work. You don't know how Volve scans work, but you can't see cameras.
Okay, well in that case, I'm assuming I've taken out any pulse field generator that's going to do anything to me once I'm in this room. So I'm going to keep cutting the ones on the roof.
Okay,
And
challenge level
the-
3, because you're in zero gravity while you're doing it, it's difficult, just like you were doing it before. You're basically floating and cutting as you go.
Oh.
Magnetic boots. Only 7 foot tall.
Oh yeah, do you want to do that?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Do I have a challenge level for it, or just...
With magnetic boots, challenge level 1. I mean, obviously would have used that before, but we didn't think of it. That's what happens. So,
Now, I got to use athletics or acrobatics for this?
acrobatics, balancing, you're all good. What was it? It's challenge level 1 now. Yeah, you're cruising.
Great success.
Yeah, okay. So what I'm going to do is go up to the door, and I'm just going to cut a hole in it. Probably about, like, the size of a football or a soccer ball.
Okay, so yep, you cut a hole in it.
You can just peek through. Actually, do I have any drones left on me? I don't want to poke
No,
my...
you only brought one.
Oh yeah, I'm just
It's
gonna
dead.
look in there. Do I see anything?
No, you don't.
Cool. Okay. Yeah, I'll let them do that.
Make a perception.
You have a
I
dice
missed
left
the
in there.
dice, yeah.
We keep freezing.
2.
Me and you.
Okay,
Yeah.
so you're looking out the hole.
But I don't see anything.
Don't see anything.
Sorry, YouTube people.
Do you want to go back to them?
Yo.
So what I'm going to suggest, you can character. Riot in Egypt, I think we're pretty much useless here at the moment. The console's completely locked out. I can't get into comms or anything. So let's just shoot the pulse field generators and head towards Stewie.
Let's do it. So we start clunking forward.
So look, I'm not going to make you make a roll for each one. I'll just one roll for it all.
We're just shooting it and walking.
I know. So, but
And it's
anything can go wrong over a long period of time, which is why I'm going to make it challenge.
Which is
level.
why you could take a
Destiny.
destiny roll.
It
Yeah,
would be the
with
second
Destiny,
one.
That would be a bit easier.
Ooh,
Damn it.
not the best. So that's a 9 or
That
a
might
6?
perhaps affect our individual rolls.
No, just that's what it is. It's 6.
It's a 6, not a 9.
Yeah,
It's a 9. It's a 9.
Your
That's a
dice
9.
doesn't say.
That's a 9. There's a little line.
It looks identical. All right, it's a 9 then.
See the 6? The line's
Okay.
on the other side.
I shall adjust.
So it's almost not too bad.
Alright,
Yeah, I know. It's the... Oh, mine keeps freezing now.
Cool. So that's what they're doing. They're making.
I'm going to suggest double tap too. So for each pulse field generator,
Yeah.
we both...
We're
shoot.
being very cautious, yeah.
Yes. But they could explode potentially, so...
Oh, I'm not even showing the thing. Hang on.
Oh well, that's what I rolled. I was making some rolls. So you guys roll perception.
This is right. Perception challenge level.
It's I'm not saying
Why?
versus something else.
So it's obviously versus Evolve, so... Or a system.
Come on. Challenge level.
Yeah,
I'll
so...
tell
we
you
need to know
based
what-
on your result.
Did you roll?
In this case,
We need to know what we're trying to...
I don't want to reveal what's happening.
We can't metagame, bro.
Yeah.
You're a metagame.
3.
No, I'm going to roll. I just want to know...
Three.
I
Three?
can't tell because
I can't see what's on this
this will.
side.
Yeah, 2 and 1.
Yep,
What did you get?
a 3.
3.
Okay.
And the other dude?
As you're walking down the hallway, you hear a buzz or electrical kind of a.
Iron blade type sound.
No, I think they're overloading the pulse field generators under your feet.
Okay. So here's my plan.
Okay. No, you go.
So I'm not. My plan is we blow up the roof with a unibomb, use a gravity thing to push us up through the roof into the next floor. Is that okay?
There are going to be pulse. Are they called pulse field generators?
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're going to be everywhere.
That's alright. If they
I
blow
would
up,
suggest we've shot the roof out above us.
just do it all around.
Shoot below, beside.
That's what I'm doing as well.
So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 left to be able to stay in this spot.
So I'll just go. You left.
Well, you've
Egypt
shot the
right,
roof.
yeah.
We have we have
Yeah,
2
1,
weapons
2,
each.
3.
Are they in the corridor that I was in?
You've shot the one above you.
Yeah,
Well-
and there aren't ones at far ends that will affect
Well,
us.
they're about a foot apart from each other, and so
So we're in a hallway now.
you're in a hallway.
I mean, at
Logically,
the ends of the hallways, they won't affect us.
Well, they will.
they will. They on either side floor wall, you are in range of an explosion if they need to overload, and logically you would need to knock out 4, 8, 12. Because
Okay, so
there are 12 pulse field
stand in a line.
generators that are in range to you
Stand in a
that
line.
would
how's that
harm
gonna-
you if they
So
explode.
it means you don't have 3 across. You only got 1 across.
Or you could run.
What if? Okay.
Why don't we just?
Okay, can I just? I'm getting a moment of inspiration similar to when we were in that car.
Oh god.
Just remember how that turned out.
Yeah, decently. We ended up
Yeah.
finding a ship and escaping the planet.
I
So-
love those moments, like the skip.
We're facing.
Don't-
we are, as a party, facing what seems to be insurmountable odds. We're on a ship where they have control and we don't, and we're being backed into a corner. It seems like we're trying to fight to do the same thing with a different result, and it seems to be getting worse. We've seen what's been happening with you, with us. It's getting worse. If we stay in the same situation, something bad's going to happen. Wright's inclination now is to shoot out to space, essentially, creating another vacuum thing, and leap out towards it, but using our gravity boots or whatever to cling to
Why
the
don't we
outside
just-
of the ship and get where we need to get. But they can't pulse field generate around the outside of the ship.
That's not bad.
What? Well,
If you can do it.
if that's the point, if that's the point of the thing, and we want to get sucked out towards possibly the rogue star, why don't we just get Alabama to shoot a bigger hole in the engineering
In
bay?
towards us,
No, just cut it around the engineering bay. We turn off our magnets and go shooting straight out.
Can you
because then we're going through hallways of pulse field generators that can
Share
just,
it with us.
Oh, wait till it's my turn.
Then we're going
Well,
through.
This is happening at the same time.
Yeah, like if you don't want, if your plan is gonna,
If
make
we're getting
what they're
sucked through
doing-
hallways of
No.
pulse field generators,
What?
we're just going to smack into
You know, I got the
whatever.
hole in the door. What is directly opposite that hole? What do I see?
Right, like about maybe 50 meters away,
Yep.
is a special integrity shield generator, what you assume to be it, and then further after that is the primary power pole.
I don't want to blow it up. That's the issue.
Because
You
we'll
can shut it
explode.
down.
What I'm doing, or what I'm thinking of doing, is very destructive.
Think about what you're doing. Because
Well, that's the other thing too. Is if we actually get to the outside of the ship, if something bad happens to the ship, we're also more likely to survive.
I'm going to do it anyway.
What?
How big is the room I'm in, the little storage closet?
About as big as this room altogether.
are you going to overload one of your batteries?
Which side is the door on? The one I got the hole through.
The door is facing the engineering bay.
Out of these 4 walls, which one is the
I
door?
100% is there.
Okay. So, what I want to do, I'm assuming it's like a plain rectangle.
Just for the
Just-
chat, the room is in is, what is this room? Maybe 15 by, no, 10? No.
No.
10 by 5?
10 by 5 maybe?
Yeah.
No, it's not.
8 or 10?
Yeah, 8 or 10
Around
by
there.
5 maybe.
Then that-
Yeah.
Okay, so
That is not.
I'm
fine.
assuming there's not like an indent,
like
but that's like 6. Yeah, I'm assuming there's no like indent like that. Okay. So what I want to do is use my ion blade.
Do you want to face into us so the mic can pick you up?
Sorry, what I want to do is cut around the edge of the wall. Does that make sense?
Like, so the whole edge.
Yes.
Yeah.
And then I'm going to punch it really freaking hard.
You're,
Yeah.
okay.
Can I do that?
And
So
to
you're
do
gonna
what?
make
What
a
are you?
hole.
What is the end result you're hoping to do?
I want to send that entire wall flying towards the power core.
That's gonna blow up the power core. That's gonna cause the whole ship.
Well, there's
to
a shield
explode.
generator in
Before
play.
you do that, can we do what we're going to do? Because
But you want to shoot a hole into the room I'm in.
no.
You said in
into
here, though.
space.
Intelligence rolls.
Difficulty.
It's like 1, 2, 2.
1.
2. 2. 3.
3.
Yay.
3.
3.
What do we intelligently know?
Both of you know that all your woes is coming from the fact that there is power to the ship. Power was restored very easily by plugging in a broken
coupling's
power
okay,
coupling,
yeah.
and if you disable that, smooth sailing.
But there
I
is
go over comms to Riot to Tui. Pull out the plug
yeah, it's,
while still
it's,
getting ready to shoot out.
It's
the
50 meters away in a room that has 10 times gravity.
Oh, to have a gun.
He doesn't have a gun.
There's something in my way as well. You said the shield generator was there.
Yeah, but the couplings are on the sides. They run through the wall.
So just make a tiny little one. It's going to be so difficult, though. You are a computer. Calculate it.
Is he that good at physics?
Who, what?
Tui. Could he realise, like, if I punch here, it's going to go that direction and spin in that way? And
Not a chance.
I didn't think so.
And
You can't throw a unibomb because it's just going to go.
If you were going to go forward with the wall punching thing, I was going to make you make another intelligence roll to see if you would figure out what would actually happen.
Blow up.
I'm not saying.
Alright, so.
Well, see, the thing is, I feel like that Volve chick is on one of the sides of the door waiting for me to step out.
Oi, so Shad said that the gravity only affects us when there's
that
a
for?
person in that
I'm not
area.
saying.
So you have to
Tui,
walk into an area for
You
it
need to make
activate.
a perception.
Oh, good.
Because if you just throw a unibomb and just put it on small, how's it throwing?
2.
Okay.
I don't notice anything.
They got 5 of something.
Sweet.
So
I say over comms to Tui, are you able to disable the power or not? Because,
No, it's way too far away.
okay, I'm going to make a hole in the ship. Just so as you know.
isn't
What?
Alabama going to make a
Based on
hole in
my-
the ship? It's easier.
How?
Well,
Got a gun.
she can use the ship, make a much bigger hole, create suction in the whole ship, and then we can just let go of the magnets.
Suction has already happened. You don't know what parts of the ship are still pressurized now.
It's not
Okay,
pressurized
fill me
anymore.
in on what sort of sense I have as to where we are in the ship.
Okay.
How far are we
You're
from
on
the exterior?
Alright, see that?
The ball.
This is the view from the Rogue Star, I'm saying.
Yeah.
Okay? You are on the other side. The hallway you're in is on the other side of that ship.
And I feel like
Running-
engineering is on this side somewhere.
No,
What
engineering is...
is that?
No, I'm picturing that like the engineering is more where that
wall.
the circular thing,
There's-
center of that area.
Okay.
I thought that'd be
This
the
is
bridge.
Such a cool picture.
It's
It
so
is.
good.
All right, so you're on the opposite side to where the Rogue Star is.
Opposite to the Rogue Star? That's fine. Hey, if we float out into space, they can come get us.
You are not near the hull, though. You're in a hallway.
Opposite to the Rogue Star, but how far from where our ship is docked?
That's also a 0G area.
The ship is docked. You could probably get there in 5 rounds.
Yes,
We're
but
about to
let's
get
say
blown
I
up,
put up.
yes? Or are we about to get squashed?
What?
Are we getting blown up or squashed?
You don't know. You haven't decided what
Yes.
you're doing yet from hearing this electric fuzz. So we're
Okay.
still trying to sort that out with you guys.
We need to do something drastic.
And you
I'm
need to
trying to
act-
put a hole in
I wanted to punch
something to either get out into space or get to our ship.
I have shields, by the way.
Some-
Deployable shields. I don't know whether that'll help us, but I have them.
Probably will.
So I can potentially put one of them down in each direction and we can shoot
My
it from-
question,
shields.
my question
Yeah.
is,
You said I
I'm
could
trying
take
to
the
ask a
poison.
question.
Well, we'll get to that. Sorry. Yeah. Ask a question. Ask away.
Where are we in the ship? Are we on an outer wall?
No, you're not on an outer wall. I mentioned that. You're not near. The hull is not on the side beside you. You guys need to act like now, or something is going to happen.
Can I cut like a strip out of the wall?
Not yet. You've had your turn.
But I
These
didn't do
guys-
anything.
Yeah, you're right. But still, we're trying to solve this. We're spending a lot of time in this part. Let's
I say screw this, and I slam a
Unibomb.
not a unibomb, one of those gravity things that you have.
A gravity mine.
Yeah, I grab one off you, whether you like it or not. Slam it against the wall, hold a unibomb in front of it, and slam both the unibomb into short.
What are you trying?
Listen,
I feel like he's trying to use.
shush! Let me talk.
Okay.
I'm trying to use my words into like a small density explosion, but very very high power.
So why do you need the gravity mine?
To slam it against the opposite wall, closest to the outside
It
of the
won't
ship.
increase the effect of the unibomb. Unibombs.
It would have looked cooler.
The unibombs are
You
cool.
can
man.
just throw it. We
So are you trying
Take
to
away my
wall?
fun. I'm trying to do something cool. You're just like
I'm sorry.
stupid.
I'm letting your
Not too
character
bad.
know.
I put a bomb. This is freaking hell. I put a bomb on the wall. That sounds way less cool. You're like trying to remove all the coolness from what I'm doing.
Picking up a chip and ripping off the feathers is not going to help you kill a dragon.
It's not.
it might.
Well, I
You
guess
don't know that. And
maybe
and
using
who are
the
you to
gravity
say-
mine. Why? I got to use the gravity mine. Let's just keep everything moving.
I'm trying to do stuff, and you're all just talking about other stuff.
You're putting a bomb on a wall. You're trying to blow out the wall. Are you moving in?
That sound. Do you hear how less cool that sounds?
You're still exploding something. I just realized.
You know, this is taking so long. I'm gonna almost have
I know,
you
I'm
guys
trying to-
have done nothing in the round that I've given you to react to the sound you've had.
I've had one thing I've
Okay.
tried to do. It's been that fucking difficult to
Blowing
come
up
to
the
a
wall.
dis-
Okay.
Yes.
Cool.
Thank you. God damn.
And what are you
I
doing?
tried to answer. Yes, I do that.
And then what?
Thank you.
You're standing there, or
Boom. What?
you're standing there?
Step back from it. Pull the other two back
How far back?
to the opposite wall.
We don't need to. Unibombs blow in one direction.
It's true.
Then whatever. That.
Okay.
It does its bomby thing.
Intelligence checks, you guys.
Okay.
Jesus Christ, that was difficult.
2.
Well, we all failed our intelligence and perception, so I got 4.
Does
Intelligence. Yep. So you got it.
does Egypt have to roll?
3.
3.
Both of you realise that this is most likely overloading pulsing generators in the walls, and you guys are standing in the exact same spot from where you heard the thing,
Hissing.
the hissing, which would indicate you are standing right in front of, or on top of, or beside where a pulsing generator is going to explode. And the explosion radius is what, 3 meter by 3 meter?
We have like 2
Yes.
seconds.
I acted very quickly, regardless of how long that freaking conversation took.
Yeah, I
because
know.
the point is, I was
That's
trying
fine.
to act quickly to get us out of that spot. So I'm aware of that. My next move.
Tui had the exact same logic when it was about to happen to him, and you succeeded the intelligence check like he did, and by the time your unibomb blows up,
We'll
it'll
be
the
dead.
exact same time the generators overload.
So I haven't blown up the thing.
You
No.
put it on the wall, right? You grab it, put it on the wall. To trigger it is it's the exact same time as when the generators explode.
We're in an incredibly hard thing to do. So the only
So
thing
I put a bomb on the wall and don't set it off because I realise that would be pointless. Is that exactly what happens?
If you want,
Okay. Let's go back to exactly where we were 20 minutes ago.
So the only thing I can think of us doing is literally playing hot potato and just running back and forth because they can only blow up once.
At this point, my character's getting very angry and just wants to do something.
The only thing we
running
can,
is a good idea.
the only thing we can
Why
do,
is it a good idea when we've
Why don't
been...
you just go back to the ones that you already destroyed?
because they're only destroyed in the roof. The floor can still explode.
Yeah.
There's no gravity.
We
there.
have
Just
been-
pop up to the roof.
essentially shown to
But-
think that running recklessly
guys-
is the worst thing to do.
But you also know that there's a delay
Yeah,
for
we've
the
got like
overloading of the generators.
Jump.
You figured that out from Tui and where
it's a
you are
3
as
meter
well.
explosion rate.
Into what? A 10 times gravity section.
Well, you already destroyed part of the roof.
Yeah, we've destroyed the roof in a line where we're in.
Where was the buzzing coming from? The walls, the floor, or the roof?
So
all around it.
Okay, and how
This-
big's the hallway?
It's about 2 meter wide.
Okay, so they're fucked.
The
You
only
need
thing
to
we can
run
do,
backwards.
Josh.
That's what you need to do.
Or run forward and just shoot like hell.
The only thing we can do is run one direction or the other. It's the only thing we can do. The only other thing we can think of is using gravity to run into a gravity mine and go into
I feel
the roof.
slightly foolish because we've been running around in circles trying to figure out what to do.
That's because we're in a very hard situation.
Yeah, you need to
Alright.
think, and it's good you're thinking, you're trying to figure out ways to do it.
The only-
And
Okay, I turned to Atlas.
Your idea of just blowing the hole and getting out in space, honestly, I don't think it's a
turn
bad
to
idea.
Atlas and say, "You take the floor, Egypt take the roof," and I hold my hand and handgun to the walls,
Yeah.
and
Bear
just
in
start
mind,
walking forward.
Your situation, your current situation, is due to a destiny roll as well.
Yes.
That.
The 9 or the 6.
Oh, okay. All right.
So you're all just gunning, just.
So Egypt is taking the roof. You're shooting the floor, and I'm
Daft
shooting the
Alabama,
walls
shoot a
with
hole
my
and
arm.
jump and be like,
pistol.
that's what I would have done.
Okay, so we're walking
It's
forward.
It's not pressurized.
We're walking.
It is slightly.
No, they're depressurized. Yep.
Yes,
running.
so we'll do
Walking
that.
forward, taking out the roof walls and ground those.
All right, challenge level 2
Yep, just a gun check.
for gun checks, and you know your guns.
Rifles 3.
No, you don't add attributes to gun checks. We decided that, didn't we?
Yes.
Okay, so no attributes. Then
We did
handguns.
decide that like there was a way that you could use all of them to benefit it, but we figured it would be pointless.
okay, so yeah.
So
3 plus your weapon plus your proficiency.
Yeah.
0 proficiency. So weapon for rifle is 3.
4.
4.
It's a bad joke.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Okay.
Alrighty.
So I
What happens with dual wielding? Because I have essentially 2 handguns, a handgun and my hand.
You get an extra dice to roll with. I'll just say that for now. We have a rule, but I need to look it up. So that's Egypt. And so you got 5.
Okay. And that's me.
that was a stressful situation.
Still is.
Yes.
All right, so you guys are just just trying to shoot at every single generator.
But before we did that,
That would look pretty
before
cool.
we did that,
You
we were
guys
like
just-
standing on the spot, like screaming at each other, just like whatever, bomb of the wall,
No! And you're like,
and then we stop instantly and just go.
And this is a bit of an epic scene. You guys just all of you.
Oh yeah, I would agree that at this point everything
I feel like
happens in slow motion.
there's like a wave of explosions like.
You know how like cool
And-
people like walk away from explosion and like
We walk through.
we're walking into it like
And guys,
making it.
as you run away, like 2 seconds after you started running, behind you, that entire section.
We're
just
walking into
blows.
and away from explosions.
Well, you're not causing the generators to explode, but you are making holes in the walls and stuff with your guns and your...
I finally had a thought that I think is somewhat decent. You said the ion blade, I can change the shape and length of it
Just the length.
by putting more power into it? Is that how that works?
You need to make a perception.
Still being really stealthy? Yeah? Okay, she is.
3.
She's behind you for sure.
You don't actually hear something because you're in a depressurized environment, but you feel like a vibration in the floor from something right behind you.
I knew it.
You are so damn lucky! Oh my goodness! Every single one of those
Lucky
rolls.
from what?
Every single one of those rolls I was doing was a stealth check for that.
How did she
Yeah,
get in
I
the room?
suspected.
She went around and she came in the hole that you made, and like the last check was her sneaking into the room. This one was like, if you failed, you would not have had a defense roll against her attack, which is almost instant death.
How? She doesn't have a weapon. I'm
She's
made
got
of
claws.
metal.
You don't know that yet.
I don't know that I'm made
She
of
didn't
metal.
have a weapon before.
Okay. Well, you said I could change the length of my ion blade. Is that the length limited by the power I put into it?
There's a maximum length generally, and that's about a meter.
Really? Why is there a maximum length?
Because I'm saying so.
Come on, I'm a robot. I want badass things. I'm pretty sure.
Then
I
you would have
broken
to have custom tweaked your thing. Yes, you probably have. Alright, so... max 3 meters, I'm saying.
Sweet.
What happens?
I'm going to put in as much energy that needs to go 3 meters, and I'm just going to be like... But like in 360 degrees. I just want to cut like a 3 meter circle.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Attack rolls.
Oh,
So
attack rolls is 3 plus reflex.
plus whatever stats you have. So reflex, strength, they all get added.
Oh, plus 3 then. Plus iron blade.
2 for the iron. So
Only one. Only have 1.
yeah, but you get 2 for the weapon. That's the weapon bonus.
Okay. Anything else? No, there's no skills with it. No.
That is it. Yep.
No, now I have a challenge level against hers, don't I?
Against her roll, yes.
Can she
but
go first?
She is going to be doing an assist.
Okay.
Who is?
The
Evolve.
the Volve behind me.
To herself.
Mhm.
Okay.
Now, I don't want to metagame or anything, so I'll explain to you what I'm doing, and you can say if this is a fair challenge level. She is going to use her stealth to assist her combat to try and kind of
she's already
trick
been.
his Tui to her location.
I think that could work, yeah.
And so, I was going to give it a challenge level 3, or do you think 4 for the assist?
It would
Well,
be
he's
against-
already
it would
detected
be
her.
against his perception. If it's a stealth...
Assists are always against a challenge level.
No,
And
I
so-
think it works. I think it works because
We already
it's
did my
against his perception. If she succeeds it or isn't, or fails it by a certain amount, that
Do
then
it
goes
that
on
way.
to
Do
the
you want
roll.
to do it that way?
Because then it's more even. It's actually based on his perception.
Okay.
Well, he's already perceived that she's there, though, hasn't she?
Yeah, but now she's trying to...
She's doing a
duck,
fakey.
duck out of her way.
So that would
Hide
his
and
it would
trick
be
your way.
based on his response, which
Alright,
is
so you want to do that then? So the challenge level... But, honestly, I don't like that, because if he rolls, say, a 1 or a 2, that could essentially give her like a +4 on her attack
Yeah.
roll, which is crippling.
exactly. That's kind of the point.
But see, static challenge levels for assists I like much better because it means they won't get overpowered. And I was going to assign a 3. And a 3 would be a good result for your perception, wouldn't it?
That'd be 3 out of 5.
3 out of 5.
It
so-
does seem more balanced in this situation.
Yeah, I think
Oh,
it's
yeah,
more
it's your
balanced.
call.
So, challenge
I
level
like
3.
the idea that it was kind of.
Yeah, but
opposition,
I think it unbalances assists a little bit. That's my only concern with it. I was saying, going to assign a challenge level 3 for her assist roll.
Okay.
You think
Would-
that's
would
fair
you-
or 4?
I would say 4 because he's already detected her.
4?
3 if he hadn't.
Okay.
Yep.
For 4? Alright. 1, 2, 3, 4. So, nothing.
So she doesn't get any bonuses.
No bonuses.
Oh.
I have no idea what I have to roll against.
Well, you'll find out soon.
It was nearly the death of Rob.
Oh, I'm not gonna die. 1, 2, 3, 4.
4 is the combat.
It's 5.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yep.
Oh, is there another one I can't see?
Sorry, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
5.
Sorry, Rob.
Oh,
Well, I'm gonna destiny point that.
Okay, just putting in a destiny means that she will not get the advantage in combat.
Yes.
Okay. So what happens is, as you spin around with your iron blade extending, her blade. Well, she has a weapon now. She has a big kind of sword-looking thing, and it was coming right down, and both weapons clash, blocking each other. You don't know. It seems solid, like it's not energy, but it stops the iron blade. They clash.
So the iron blade doesn't cut through it.
Doesn't cut through it. I
sitting,
make the perception to try and figure out more about her weapon, but
Yeah, sure.
I now know what I want to make my help, my
Rosetta Sphere.
my thing out of.
Material.
you give us dice. Oh, Tui in combat. Du-du-dum.
Well, now I know where she is.
I'm legitimately stressed at the moment.
Look, you see an energy or a glow around the edge of the weapon she's using.
Cool. But now I know where she is?
Yeah, she's right in front of you.
Yeah, I'm gonna stab her.
Oh yeah, it's all combated now. So go roll.
She goes first.
Yeah,
Wait, what's her reflex?
yeah, she's got Yeah, she goes first. What's yours?
Two.
She's got two as well.
They roll against each other.
Roll against each other for...
D6.
Yay! She goes first.
Damn it.
Well, I go first. She responds.
Oh yeah, so declare what you're doing and she's gonna...
What time do we usually finish? 10 or 9?
9.
Like 9, 10.
I want to finish this
Not
fight.
like
I
not-
really want to
like
finish this
10
fight.
past
I don't want to
9,
leave it.
Not 9 or 10.
Not like 9 or 10 o'clock. Yeah, okay.
Better hurry up, Rob.
I know. I'm trying to think. She can counter whatever I do, so I have to think
You
about
can
something.
try and assist your combat. Do something acrobatic or something like that. You just run away, but you're in this big epic sword fight kind of thing with this evolved creature.
I want to put her on the defensive. Can I jump at her with my blade advanced to my other hand, ready to catch her, sort of?
You
Sorry,
could.
what?
Well, one's a weapon, one's a hand. Now, I'm assuming she's right-handed. Is she right-handed? Did I perceive that?
She's using two hands on her weapon.
Sweet. Yeah, well, I'm gonna try and jump at her with the blade extended and this hand ready to grab her hands.
Okay, so you're not doing an assist, that's just your declaration of attack?
Yes.
Okay. As you do that, her response, she is going to lunge to the side.
can't.
What do you mean?
Zero gravity.
No, she's connected to the floor.
She's got no shoes on.
Do you want to have another look?
Scroll down. Does she have shoes on? Oh, she does too, bitch. Okay, then she can lunge to the side.
She lunges to the side, but she is trying to make a feint. And so she's trying to assist with her stealth again. So she's trying to trick you to think that she's in a different location or she's going to be attacking in from a different angle. So that's what she's doing. And so, challenge level 4 again?
For perception.
No, just challenge level 4 to assist. She's using her stealth.
Oh, okay, yeah. I didn't think she had shoes on for some reason. 3.
4.
3. 4. God damn it, I can't see those two.
But, straight attacks now. Ooh, 2. 2. So, you're attacking now.
1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 2, 1.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Alright, so she failed in what she was trying to do, and as you attack, you dodge aside, and you land a solid hit right in the midsection. Doesn't go through it, but it is a serious injury.
With an iron blade.
Yeah, with an iron blade, but it doesn't go through it. Doesn't kill her. She screams out.
What's the
A
negative
serious injury.
Oh, level 2? No, it's just an injury, isn't it?
So it's 2 points of damage to
Yeah.
it?
on that? Wait, is it a level 2 injury?
Yeah, level 2 injury.
That's pretty sweet.
Opponent receives negative 2 dice, or physical dice.
That is very good.
Sweet.
So she screams out and kind of
Okay.
falls back.
Now, I'm still zero gravity, so I've hit the other wall now.
What?
Well, I jumped at her, so I'm assuming I kept flying once I cut her.
Yeah, if you want.
Yeah,
So
cool.
she's kind of like,
So I'm gonna tumble in midair.
It's all pixelated. Go to the proper size.
can't tell me.
I'm gonna tumble in midair. So you know, like swimmers do when they
Yeah.
and I'm gonna jump back at her.
Alright, so you're using your reflex to assist?
Do I need?
You can. I'll make
Well,
it.
I feel like that's not part of my combat role. That's just
Alright, well, challenge level 2 then to just do a twisty jump.
1, 2, 3, reflex, acrobatics.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Alright, so
Shit,
yeah,
yeah.
you do this.
How much
big
force
spin
do I push off? Does that affect that?
No, but it would have if you were saying you wanted to use that as your
Oh,
assist.
okay.
But
Anyway, well, I'm gonna jump back at her.
So attacking again?
Yeah, but she goes first.
Well, no, you
I
declare.
first. Yeah, well, I already told her what I said. What I
Can I just say, she has massive boobs.
She does.
It's like bigger than her head.
Okay, what happens? Come on.
Anyways,
Thank
sorry,
you for
back
pointing
to...
that out, Jason.
It's alright, just noticing.
Alrighty, so, well, she is going to be declaring what she's going to do. And let me just figure out 1, 2, 3, 4.
I'm killing Evolve.
Okay, she is running towards the door.
The door that I cut a hole into.
Yeah.
So she turned around. So she turned around.
The whole, like,
Okay.
you were there.
I was facing
Yeah,
there when
you
she snuck
jumped
up
there.
behind me. So she's
yeah,
gone to
now
that.
you're coming back, and she's running that way towards the hole.
Not the door.
Not
okay,
the door.
okay,
the
oh,
hole.
yeah. Yeah, I'm still going to jump at her.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You probably want to keep her somewhat intact. Just saying. You can take her
Bitch
body.
tried to kill me.
We can take her body.
Yeah. Alright, well, yeah. So I roll first? Or
Yeah,
she
roll.
rolls first?
I'll let you roll this guy.
3 plus for my attack roll, yeah?
Yeah, attack.
2 plus 1. 1, 2, 3, 4. Is that minus her 2?
I'm minusing the 2. Did we have a mechanic for when someone was actively running away from combat? Is that gonna... Oh yeah, it's going to be...
Flanking.
She's basically... She's not trying to counterattack, and so her defense roll can't be used to do damage against you, but because she's just doing all defense, she does get a bonus on the pure defense roll,
Yeah.
which is +2 if I believe. So
So she loses 2 anyway.
she loses 2, but
Do I
gains
get a
2
flanking
because
bonus? Because she's turned around.
you do.
So she loses an extra.
That's
She
plus one.
loses
Plus
one.
one? Plus one.
Yeah, plus 1. Yeah, sorry.
1, 2, 3, 4. 4.
5, 4.
I got 4.
So you do 5 damage to her. So
No, I beat her by 1.
Beat
So
her by one.
Can you, in hindsight, add a destiny point?
I won't bother. She's dead anyway.
So you get 1 damage on her?
Yeah.
Alright, so you basically jump forward and get a slice on her leg. Okay, and that makes her stumble.
I didn't trip over. It should just be into this.
Yeah, well, she's injured again.
So she
Um,
loses 1 dice for 1 round.
So now
Is she on the ground?
She's
Wow,
she's still running.
Yeah, okay. She's still
So she's-
running?
Yeah, she's
Should be
still
scrambling.
scrambling.
So she's a neg 3 now for the
She's
next.
still running, and I'm behind her, and she's running down this hole. like
Actually,
up to the
no.
wall.
I know what she's doing. Yep. So what are you doing? You're just gonna.
Hang on,
What
no,
is
no, no,
she?
no, no, no. At this point, she would declare first. She would not have priority. of
You're
movement.
right. She clicks something on her sword, and a light starts to flash.
You need to get rid of that sword. Just kick it away. I want her body. We've got to study that shit and figure out whether she's human or not.
Kick it away. How big is the explosion of a self-destructed lethal weapon? Big.
Well,
If she's killing herself, she's killing herself with
You're in
style.
0
Yeah.
G. You could just grab her body and just backwards.
If you
so
throw
I'm
it in the
behind her, yeah? Can I just, like, cut her arm off and then kick the sword in the direction that she was running? Down the hole I made into the original corridor?
You can try that. That will be difficult.
Really?
because You're not throwing something. You're trying to kick something with accuracy that's flowing.
Well, okay, can
floating.
I throw it then? I just want to push
If
it.
you can
in the
get it
direction
off
of the
there.
vacuum, essentially. Is that what you're saying?
No, it's zero gravity. There's no pressure now, so there's nothing sucking.
Oh.
just cut off her hand and backwards.
Yeah. Is she still running?
No, she's looking at you, hissing, and she says something that I'll think of now. Because you're still broadcasting,
Yeah.
so you're hearing?
I think he's a little preoccupied.
Yeah, so she says something in her language.
Quick, think on the fly. Quick, go, think, go.
No.
Yeah, can I just cut off her hand? And,
So you're trying to cut off her hand.
can I grab what's the stump of her hand and then...
You haven't cut her hand off yet.
I know, that's what I want to do in the same move. Like,
I'm sorry, I'm having lots of...
oh, I don't know how long this thing has till it explodes.
No, you don't.
Can you?
Is she on the ground or is she floating there?
She's on the ground. Well, kind of floating. Yeah, she lost traction.
So
But
she-
she's twisted and she's looking at you.
If
Is she
you
still
And
holding
she's
it?
holding her sword like this.
Fuck, can I just kick her really freaking hard?
You can try.
I just want to make her float off.
Yep.
Can I do that?
Yep.
I'm going to do that.
why don't you just unibomb the sword and make it
I don't have a
implode?
unicorn.
Oh, don't you?
So wait, so what do I get for kicking?
I'm sorry. I've
I
been
get
doing
for
it for like
kicking?
5 minutes.
I'll let you use your martial arts. You can try and do an assist with, say, acrobatics.
Nah. Okay, wait.
Just martial
1, 2,
arts
3,
is
1,
it?
2, 3. 1, 2. Cool. What's my challenge? What's the defense?
It'll be against her defense.
1, 2, 3, 4. 4.
4.
That's not flank though, is it? And she's staggered? Or is she lying down?
She's getting a -3 or on her
Is
dice.
she lying down or tricked?
But this is a full defensive move, so she'll get 2 back.
Is she lying down and tricked as well?
It's a bit different because you're in zero gravity, so...
It's got to be one of them.
I'll give her a negative for that. So...
So 2 you...
Succeeded, so because you got high, what did you roll?
4.
Okay, so you go up and just boot her out.
And then I'm just gonna backwards.
Okay. New round.
Yeah.
She smiles
Yeah.
and she's throwing the sword towards you.
That's average.
It's gonna like go.
And you don't have any unibombs.
Can you do what you did to the last about to explode power core? Suck it up.
No.
You didn't do that, did you? Never mind.
And from the time that this light started beaming, I set how many rounds it'll take to explode. So this isn't anything that I'm going to be doing. It's just sticking to what it was done.
Can I punch it back in her direction?
Is that what you can try?
Okay, wait.
It's been thrown at you blade first.
Okay,
And
so the door to the room is there, the hole I made is there, and if I push back directly, then I'm there, yeah?
No. Jumped off, you attacked, you hit her, she was going towards there.
Towards that.
Yeah,
Yep.
you just kicked her that way. You're about the center of the room and she's through the hole.
Oh, the center of the room.
Fly out that hole.
There's no door there. I did make a hole in the wall, but it's not big enough. And I have nothing to push off of.
And your room's not pressurized, is it?
No.
Just saying, Rob has a train in like 10 minutes.
Well, let's see what happens in this round.
I have to go for it. There's no way I can run.
What are you trying to do?
I'm going to punch it back at her.
Okay.
Yeah. So, 3 plus 3 plus martial arts.
Why don't you, like, rip off your arm and throw it at her or something and knock it away?
Get your dice.
You have many pieces to throw at.
1, 2, 3, 4. What was the challenge level for hitting said sword on the pommel?
To hit the sword, the challenge level, 0 gravity, automated to 2.
So I did it.
As you go, step forward to hit it, the moment your fist connects with it, the beeping just goes... and the sword explodes.
Cool.
What
Now-
happened?
Now, how does my
I think we should...
carapace...
We need to play
No,
this
let's
out.
cliffhanger. Let's
No,
leave it
no,
there.
no, 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 no,
I don't want to know. I don't want to
no.
know. I don't want to know.
No, we do.
need to know, so...
Because if you die, you need to build a new character.
Yeah, I know.
The explosion is large. It easily blows out the entire room. And so... I'm thinking... I can't really give you a defense roll because
I just attacked
you
it.
just attacked it,
Yeah,
and
that's
so
cool.
that was your move in reaction to the sword exploding, and so you get it full brunt, and I gotta say 5 points of injury,
You're
which
dead.
blows you apart.
Can you use strength to reduce damage in this one? No. Because that was the thing in the fantasy
It
world.
was.
Hey, I'm not dead yet. Calm you farm.
He can use his strength to reduce
Okay.
injury level by
What
2 points.
Let's do that then. I'm going to do that, and I'm going to pop 2 destiny points.
We
Can I
gather
do-
here
Can I do that?
to mourn
To reduce my
the
damage?
death.
Actually, wait. So you said 1 point of strength can take away 2 levels of damage.
No, 1 level.
1 point of strength is 1.
He
How much can destiny points take away?
was an arsehole.
Fine, I'm going to take away 4 points of
So
damage.
you can do that. It's felt well within your rights.
I'm going to do that.
Oh, okay. Back to the calamity.
I'm still damaged.
So, all right. What I'm going to say for that is that your body is still blown apart, like you're in pieces essentially. But as it was happening, something caused you to kind of lean back, which situated your head behind your torso. Your torso taking the brunt of the explosion, blowing it apart, but
Your
shielding
conscious-
your head, keeping it intact.
So you're essentially your brain, your
Yeah.
persona, you are alive.
So eerily familiar. The second time I've been blown apart into space.
So hang on. Also, does that mean the pulse field generator he has on him is gone too?
Well, look, the things are in pieces, and so there's a chance it might be.
I mean, you
just
could build a
damaged.
new one, like because he has all his engineering knowledge and stuff. But if
And
he's
you
blown
have
up-
enough parts in the ship, but
Cool.
it does mean that you won't be able to play TUI next session.
Yeah.
So Egypt is available if you want to take control.
No. Oh.
we don't
have to take a take
It's
part
not
in
going to be
NPC,
for a
don't I?
while until we.
I'm gonna have to
So
take-
we have to wrap up anyway.
Yeah.
We'll be able to role play what happens when we
But
get back to it.
epic. It ended.
Man, I'm waiting
session
for
has
the-
ended with TUI being blown up.
I told you I wouldn't die.
And again, it's not the end of this confrontation.
No,
this
no.
is still a cliffhanger.
You're still on the ship.
She's dead. She's dead though.
You don't know.
If I was in an explosion, she was in. You said it was a big explosion.
I did, but I said she was through the hole that you made, and she was in the hallway.
Bitch is bleeding out.
Yeah,
She is bleeding
She
out.
will
That is
die if
very
she doesn't
true.
heal her wounds.
Yeah.
But if
If her injury's not
There's-
tended,
We
she will die.
bound to be a medical deck on the ship somewhere.
I have to. That was a pretty kind of
That was intense. That
boss
was-
move. It's
I
like,
like-
kicks her out, and she just like throws the sword back.
I gotta
I knew
say,
something like that would happen.
that was a
though.
cool way to wrap up the game.
That was full
That
on,
was
man.
really full on.
That was
Thank
full
you
on.
everyone for joining. Let's not.
Tui is still with us.
Yeah,
we're
gotta
yet
say-
to see what happens.
We're going
And
to say goodbye. So sit down.
we're yet to see what happens. They're still on board the Volve ship, and they're still dealing with
Yeah. So thank you everyone for watching, and we are going to be on a hiatus for a number of weeks now.
We apologise.
So
We
we
will be
apologise. Do consider this a cliffhanger, and we will return in a few weeks. I do have some content that I'll upload over the next couple of weeks. But as for our campaign,
Yeah,
we're
it won't
gonna
be play sessions. They're just kind of little discussions
Just
we've had.
tidbits,
Yeah.
yeah,
But we're sorry for the cliffhanger.
Yeah.
We will resolve it.
and we'll be back to Rogue Star sometime in the future.
Thank you
So
for joining
thanks for joining.
us.
Yeah.
Thank you.